Welcome to Real Estate Analytics 101. My name is Saad, and the topic of this lesson is dashboard development with Tableau. In my last video, I did a demo of building a collections dashboard with Power BI. And in this video, I'm going to show what Tableau looks like and what it takes to build the collections dashboard using Tableau. So this video is for analysts who have not heard of Tableau or are just curious to know what it looks like. This is not a detailed how-to tutorial. If you are an Excel power user and use pivot tables and SUMIFs and so on, then give Tableau a look. It could significantly increase the value you uncover through the data analysis that you do. So the tool we're going to use is Tableau Creator. Just as Power BI Desktop is the tool you use for creating dashboards in Power BI, Tableau Creator is used for creating Tableau dashboards. So currently, Tableau Creator is available for an annual subscription of $840. Now, don't start to compare the price of Power BI Desktop and Tableau Creator. If you're a data analyst, Tableau is totally worth it. So Tableau comes with so many powerful features, and I won't be able to go into these in this video. So let's go to the demo. Here's what the final dashboard looks like. It's got 3 charts at the top: total AR aging, charges and total left, and vacancy. And at the bottom is a table showing collections data at the property level. So now let's build this from scratch. So before we can start building the visual elements, we have to prepare the data. I've already exported the data from the property management system, and here it is in an Excel file. I have 3 sheets: the summary rent roll, aged receivables, and you can see the columns that I have in here in this sheet. And the third data set is properties. So we're going to pull this data into Tableau. So here's Tableau Creator. I'm going to connect to a data source. And on this blue panel, you can see that there are many sources that I can pull data from. Let's import data from Excel. So once I connect to the Excel file, I can see all the sheets in it. So now we come to the data modeling step. So as we did in the Power BI demo, we will union the aged receivables in the summary rent roll, and then join the resulting table to properties. So here's the aged receivables. And in the lower section, you can see that 12 columns and 275 rows got pulled in. Now let's pull in the summary rent roll. So when I stack the 2 data sources together, Tableau understands that I want to create a union. So the properties are in a separate file, so I'll connect to that. And now I'll bring in the properties table. So I'll drag it over, and here we will create a relationship with the larger table. So in the section below, you can see the columns that I'll join on. And this panel on the left shows the resulting data model. So the columns from the 3 tables are here now. So before we start building dashboards off this data model, it's best to look it over and make sure that the column types carried over correctly. So the data connection now is complete. Now let's build the visualization. So let's start a blank sheet. Before we start building, I'll introduce the canvas over here. So on the far left is the data pane. And on the upper left, you can see the data sources that this dashboard is going to be pulling from. So on the lower left are all the tables and columns. So Tableau makes a distinction between numeric fields and other data types, such as date, text, geography, and so on. Tableau calls numeric fields measures, and then the rest are treated as dimensions. In the middle, the gray area contains several shelves. You'll see these being used in this demo. Now, Tableau is highly interactive. It's built for exploration, and this is the biggest difference compared to Power BI. You can build dashboards in both Tableau and Power BI, but ad hoc data exploration, you can only do that in Tableau. So let's take a look. So let's drag the date onto the canvas and add the AR aging amount. And by default, Tableau displays this as a chart. So now you can see that the total AR amount has been increasing over time. And I'll drag the type field onto color and see what happens. It splits the AR buckets into separate lines. So now I know this is a very busy chart, so we'll simplify it. The legend on the right tells you what each line is. Now I want to look at this as a stacked bar chart. So I'll select the Show Me panel here to choose the chart type. Here's the option for the stacked bar. And at the bottom you can see that Tableau is giving me a hint for creating different types of charts. So here's the line chart changed to the type I want. I can see that the legend needs some work. We'll come back to it. Let's add the filters. Here's the property filter. And I'll make the property filter type a drop-down multi-select. Now let's get the date filter formatted. So Tableau uses the terms sheets and dashboards. Sheets are individual charts. So the AR aging chart that we just created is a sheet. I also use the term tile. So the dashboard contains multiple sheets that are synced together. So in order to build the collections dashboard, we have to create separate individual sheets and then combine them together on the dashboard. So now let's start adding our sheets to a blank dashboard. So there were several other sheets that I've created that I didn't include in this video. And now I'll put them onto the dashboard. So here you can see the dashboard coming together. So in order to create interactivity between the tiles, Tableau uses a feature called actions. So this is where you can enable a click in one tile to affect what's displayed in the other tiles. So building the dashboard involves several steps, including adding the sheets, adding filters, and actions, and so on. And before finalizing this, we need to test the filters and clean up the formatting, and then finally publish the dashboard to Tableau Online. So I'll wrap up here. If you've not seen Tableau before, now you have an idea of what the interface looks like and what the user experience is from the dashboard developer's point of view. So this was the second part of lesson 2.2 on dashboard development. The next lesson, 2.3, is dashboard users. So we're going to cover ideas for making your dashboard useful from the point of view of the people who are actually going to use the dashboards that you'll be building. So please get in touch with me if you have any questions. I invite you to follow RentViewer on LinkedIn, and please spread the word about Real Estate Analytics 101. Thank you.